I once approached the owner and I asked the reason why. They said because the place is very close to Nampower station. But yet you can find places which are along the road and very close to Nampower station which are operating and they are having licenses. Now what are you doing to a fellow Kavangos? And those places, they are not for Kavangos. How do you expect another Kavango to grow up? If a Kavango is starting with a business and you are going to shut down that business for a Kavango because that place is very close to Nampower filling station, station. But other places here, which are owned by non-Kavangos, they are in operation and they are very close to the road. If I'm lying, it's good that we have got people who are serving in the management of the regional council. Tomorrow, just make a 10th or even on Monday. Another issue that I'm bringing under the attention of the public. Thank you very much, even now. Another issue that I'm bringing in the attention of the public is we Kavango, like what we said, we don't love each other. You find out that someone is selling a land to a foreigner or to someone who's not from the region. Yet, there's someone from Kavango who can also afford to buy that particular land. But when you go there, they refuse. But other people from other regions, when they go there, they sell. I understand very well Dr. Shkubutu and Dr. Mungongi yesterday. They were in the studio. They unpacked issues pertaining about the land. Some of us that are sitting here, the only land that we are having, it's where you bought your house here in town. At your village, at Beyo or at Mashari. That place is not yours, it's for your parents because you are men in your family. But will your kids have a place to say this one is our land that our father left for us? If we are not taking care for our land, okay. I'm very much afraid that in few years to come, Kavangos will never have any place to call, I'm going to my village, where this one will be called my land. I thank you.
Thank you. Ya pano atukambadala kama ikuyu ngaizi highway rapa selus narani garondenge shasi Kavango tutamekeni kuli hara nyamu tutamekeni kuli hara nyamu etu sere twara kuzakomeko satoka soke sarere masakwele narani tekude wandogo nyima megongina denene town hall meeting apa twakuninga stuka tukikwalukebela kura kebangu tuhare kura amepa nyokese ngiro makene mumijoroka kwa nyokese ngiro para supange mai nyezi huyu mbasangie kapta tukile watu kwa mwene efano ndia Kavango kutunda pogena mapuro poiri imwe yalichinjire kuipakura apa twakulire na kufa president ngotonyi kwenda kuzungero mbili osnani kiyo mikiriasi mahoro kutoka Kavango umana mahoro stanga santi kaorere kwina tana pesonena twakara mama tikona Dr. Kawana galironga unene nyekutukwiruka na huku wara pena babulikire aze kombera za prime minister no bamwe abanikire Kavango tutamekeni kuli hara nyamwetu narani katumbure simwe na huku wara Dr. Ngwangwa mwejumu amesika tukwe meiboro kegehoro apakakere kwina kakere akike mkuona kusurukana kazi rugene nawa kaptokera no makongo iwohena basangwe ndi bakwende mo yuzamo yoyizu kupita kanena wonikomko ngudi ingi yagoro angisi bonne bako disaster nyapa bakukusako ile mkabako kasikame nyasi nani kema kuruganene okumuntu karugene nawa utupo ose kuli harera udona ningapi walezi ruosi na sigi tutamekeni kara na usi tutamekeni kulipopera nyamwe yeye asi utupoe na gumbo ngakasi kama atukarerepo na iti wanaona wasi marudi na ngopeki mogero mwakachike tu wale na ringa wembudiyezi asi ya turororanye iwa mkapaike muyanikiremo Kavango Jorokeni, baba wasisu kuna kapna umikwama. Nongombe waka wango nonzita pita. Waka wango wanzitu azumbane sa. 99 2002. Moro ina ikoroka, yoita ya unita. Ime unita kwa murungire, twaiti wasi nongombe, kwa DPT sadise. Moro owa karako, wakwetu. Neineri, tupe ya oroka. Twazumbaza no mwenyo, vame tuwale mani. Waka wangu kupitu wakara. Apakani mwene, unakutumba kurasi ingesi, utibome mata uzuka hake. Misipa ikizikawa siminiwali za hake lisi kajidu kiopina. Ningapi? Kwa wiziri asi, wana utibome mavurundu. Rabango na Kavango. Unavumi mwene asi, spike kwa kuzazi kamemema zipiti jesuwanda zidogoro waleka haja diwe nduka. Yisi mustari mzapiti. Mzakona mzapiti jesi masiriza kazangosina. Popira bazani nyasi ya pangano iko. Wao wapele kubara mema. Ndama, ingireni, wole, ukwa pili mema. Wapitisi, upi mwa akara. Wale na harani na nje, brumba. Okay, I'm happy. Umuitumbile. Wale hapo mwa kuhingira. Na susi mwanasi kana suita. Kabia gawe fadolewa. Omu, kenyapa, mema mkubu. Yenei na tudamu ni mema mpuro. Gaka nduke gaze. Nungtu kuna kurugana. Okay, thank you very much. Wale, mwakugoza. Kane hara, mnekuto prof. Apa mwakumako ko. Na hara pite ina yoro ba yoro kilisipanda nani makoro kagapitiraga. Katuhorowere mbamu, katuhorowere mgetu ansa, katuhorowere nabeje. Nyapa wapi akingiranya abantu hambo bali horowere wapi katuyungiramo. Omui kwengasi bamwe kapikawai hapere. Katuhere jose umwakara mbangu vazenyi wali na kasumari kumwe na ansemu. Waka ungirepo wakabangu nabeje. Era mangure na iteta. Nye ngaya horokere omu. So disappointed. Usiwano mkusakere ya imono mkara momo ikutu haipanga. Yausiri na wanawa. Walimu ipite yasi. Ina ngayi horokere. Imo di hawe. Mane saa one wa senior scholars. Waliro Dr. Mngonga maipita Mngongi maipita si. Waletu hakikenia kwama wazinyakuru wetu ndio mama. Walena ananika hagesi ngesi waliro. One mwakara msukukana. Kapina yuwapa Kenyapa Professor Diescho iruga ne wakurukana. Nyenkenye simwe pakara msuko saso. None nameko wene tutamegeni kupirwa makano kubana bazinyetu. Gowase suwena wapi kutiwa kwenu. No wakurura wena wapi kwa mazuba. Na atimbura simalilongi unakubanda bagaunene. Yo ina wapiti. Sene wakutumbwitire. Simponta ndani kama kikiringi apuku ningasho uyunge kapsukosu murai pange. Kapsukosu murai pange. Nani pange kwa wapeta kumarugina gopenge ogu lafetukuni walilongi walelisibo upabule bakipani. Thank you.
Yesterday I had the privilege of listening to Radio Wat when I listened to my younger brother Skukutu and Ngongi talking. And I must thank you, Dr. Skukutu, for the essay that you pinned. Oh, not Ngongi. Ngalangia. Thank you so very much. I listened. Thank you for that. And the essay that you crafted in the... That's why I called. I want this young man's number, telling us about how we in Kavango are losing our land, inch by inch, mile by mile, hectare by hectare, year by year. And by the way, our traditional authorities are selling land away. Before we know it, there will be nothing left to steal. We are our own worst enemy. And in this case, we need to be very brutal with the truth. There are outstanding leaders in Kavango who stand up for justice, who stand up for fairness, who stand up for the rule of law. When we say, in response to my nephew Haibera's question about the recent elections and how those who were elected were not ending up in the National Council, they were decampaigned by the national leaders, because these are troublemakers. They'll make things difficult. Yeah. In politics, if you don't stand for something, what is your function there? Have you seen a Kavango standing up before Bang and Len, before Rosa Kamari, saying things that are in the interest of Kavango? Our representatives who come from here are terrified of being called tribalists. They will champion a case that they are sent to champion. But when it comes to here, no. Who talked about the potholes in Rungu? Joseph Kawandenge, the McHenry Benani, are they from here? Who talked about the stinking poverty in Kavango? Kawandenge, is he from here? Kavangos need to be recolonized. They cannot do it themselves. They must feel the pain of being marginalized. There is a Zimbabwean who wrote a book, Tambudzo. The book's title is Strange Love. He argues that our history of colonization and exploitation has not hurt us enough. If we were hurt enough, we would not be behaving the way in which we're behaving now. Kavangos are the worst enemy. No doubt about it. In the German language, there is a word that explains this syndrome, this difficulty. The word is Schadenfreude. Schadefreude. Schadenfreude. It means that there are people who find great satisfaction when they see someone who looks like them suffering. When you're the only one with a car, the only one with a house, and everybody else is poor, then we feel, as long as it is not me, Schadenfreude, the joy derived from witnessing those who look like us in pain and anguish. It's very deep. It will take time for us to get out of this. Decampaigning of fellow Kavangos. What happens in these parties is that the leader would say to a Kavango, no, please, this man is a problem. We vote against him. How do you explain that the young man, an independent candidate, who really was the only member from the independence reality, if you will, in the National Council. Yet we don't take pride in that as Kavango. So we want some more of this. No, we don't. How do you explain the decampaigning of Damian Maambai in Mukwe constituency? You can't. It hurts. It hurts. Kavango, in the book by William Shakespeare called Julius Caesar, senators in Rome planned to kill their leader, Julius Caesar. Two of them are the key protagonists of this assassination mission. They're on their way to the Senate. Their names are Brutus and Cassius. Cassius was the clever one. Brutus was the doer. So they stand on the side of the road, and Cassius says to his friend Brutus, Brutus, dear Brutus, the fault is not in our stars. The fault is with us. We are underlings. Brutus, can you see your eyes? Kavango, can you see your eyes? Until you see your eyes, you are part of the problem. You see, in the very mouth that you have, that you utilize to eat food, there are elements that inhabit in that mouth. Key elements are the teeth and the tongue. Very often you bite your tongue with what? Your teeth. The tongue doesn't leave. It stays because they are mutually dependent on one another. See, my friends, your two eyes, left eye and right eye, have never seen each other before. They only see the same thing at the same time, but they've never seen each other before. Maybe we need to see each other better. We need to hear each other better. Finally, in thankfulness to the other tribes of Namibia, especially the Awambo, who have been very generous to pick us up when we cannot do it ourselves. I know from experience and from the truth that Tatekulu Semnyoma would reach out to all the tribes. He would send a Kavango to Kavango to go and find someone that I can appoint as an ambassador, as a minister, as a deputy minister. Go. Kavango, I'm the only one. So it's not the fault of other people, it's ourselves. Until we see each other eye to eye. You see, one of our big illnesses, big diseases, is a dis-ease. It's a malady. The Kavango has great difficulty acknowledging the success of another Kavango. We are very good and eager and quick at finding fault with other Kavangos, or other Namibians for that matter. But to give credit to others is not in us. So fellow scholars of the Skokutu, Tangara, Ngongi, and others, directors, inspectors, and those who came to participate in this conversation tonight, thank you. We need to learn to give credit when and where credit is due. Duty is ours in God's events.